Hello, welcome back. We got lots of corpses in our cap and cast Dome of Flaming Death. We lost our Champion of the Untamed Maker to Earth Attack, which is a shame. This is the guy who had those random items we got off the Mancha. He was bleeding some worms through Gerudo's territory. He doesn't do too badly. He's not blessed though, so he's only got small regen. Kind of a shame. But there we go. We cast Strange Bedfellows. The remnants of our Prophet's power have left the world. I'll have to remember to do that, but I'm not declaring anyone a prophet just yet. There's also a battle in the Caves of Madness, which is just Gerudo taking a province off me with another Flame Witch. Some worms here. And we also broke siege in Uuodeouda with 663 units versus a scout, so that goes fine. Didn't lose any commanders this time to Wrath of God, which is nice. And did lose another scout to a water elemental. And then lots of events as usual. These are all either corpses, especially in Uuodeouda, or nation stuff. Until we get to Hippa, where we get 945 gold, some winged shoes, and a bunch of gems. That's really nice. And then in Pepper Plain, another 186 gold. And in Wick Forest, you know, there was a witch that was caught, but they can't all be winners. So I had quite a lot of gold this turn, so I'm already upgrading the fort in Florian. We're now also upgrading the fort in Pepper Plains. And we still got 900 gold in the treasury. So I can get up some temples again. I'm going to save up this gold for now. And that's it for messages. So this turn, it's worth mentioning that at some point Gerudo's global got dispelled. I'm not sure when that happened. But it does mean there's a nice empty global enchantment slot. And we are one turn away from enchantment 7, which would give us Gift of Health. So I'm going to try and cast this next turn. I'm going to probably alchemize as many nature gems as I can to make sure we get a nice safe overcast on it. I don't want to lose that to something. And we can see what effect it has on worms. I'm pretty sure it's going to upgrade all of my basic worms into level 2 versions instantly because of the HP bump, which is pretty funny. And it will also help us deal with some of the disease as well. With that in mind, I'm attacking Keepers this turn with a few commanders. Everyone who's diseased is going. So we've got 4 really important commanders who have disease. These are big death mages, a Spirit of Points, and a big astral mage. So they're going to bring all of the elixirs with them. I'm going to attack into this so that they'll be here and they'll cure each other's diseases next turn. I made sure that none of these units are diseased. If I go to my cap and I just hit D, like in the garrison, like lots of my units are diseased. Lots of these guys are diseased. We've got diseases everywhere. So, yeah. Gift of Health would be quite good with that, I think. We'll attack Keepers and send some stuff into Chibia as well. I'm going to try and take back all these provinces where we have Bedfellows up first. They're important. There's nothing too special in any of these armies. It looks like Gerudo is like pulled back completely. Ramp messaged me and said that he's got some kind of spell that lets him teleport around. So since these provinces all have labs, he might have like just teleported all his stuff out. I don't know how his works, so... but there are still a few units left behind, so I'm not sure. Unless they... well, I'm really not sure. There is still a little stack in Niffle though, so I have to be careful about that one. I'm going to take back Keepers, going to take back Chibia. Also going to send some stuff into Ionia. I'm sending out some of the unit versions of the Spirits of Point that were in my cap. But this should go fine. There's not like a big force of mages anywhere now, I don't think, so I don't have to worry too much about a giant stack of mist-formed flying Iron Knuckles, I don't believe. So these little forces should be able to take these provinces with no problems. But 2 of the Spirits of Points are going to be teleporting over to Florian and Validia. They're going to try and get up Strange Bedfellows in these forts when they can. We've got lots of places now we could get up Strange Bedfellows that are really safe and secure, especially the ones in forts. So we'll definitely try and do that. Norfangs has one already. Florian only recently got a Great Red Moor, I think. Yeah, Might have been this turn. So we can get one up there now, which is great. And there's also a Great Red Moor in Pepper Plain. I'm coming up on this problem now where I can't see beyond like the end of the list. I do wonder what's going to happen if I cast Strange Bedfellows in this province. Like if you can see in the bottom right, it's like I'm already like going off the edge of the screen with the Forest Dome. So is that going to screw things up? Will I not be able to cast any enchantments here, or will I be able to scroll the UI and check what's up? I have no idea. If Bedfellows was already up in this province, I don't know how I'd be able to tell. It's a bit awkward, but I guess we'll see what happens. I don't have an Astral Mage there just yet though, so it'll be a while before we can cast it there. I'm still doing Agitates in my cap every turn. A lot of our worms are quite fat now. We've got 4 meatballs here. Quite a lot of size 4 and 5 meatballs here. These ones don't have diseases, and these ones all have diseases, unfortunately. So yeah, a lot of our worm colonies are getting upgraded now. We had about, let's just see. Yeah, we had like way over 500 corpses in the cap this turn. All got eaten immediately. I'm also no longer sure, like, it doesn't look like... It doesn't look like the units eat corpses in the order that they appear in the list. It looks more like it's just whatever their unit ID is. I think that's everything for this turn though. Just like doing some research, we'll hit Gift of Health, take back our territory, defend our forts, and then yeah, probably try and get this throne next. I'll let La Mancha keep his, but it's like we'll just very suddenly take that nearer the Cataclysm, I think. But for now, we'll try and grab that one and that one probably. Try and like lock down this part of the world. It seems like there's just too much crap going on over here. It's too hard. We'll just defend like this bit of our territory over here. And other than that, things are pretty much the same. So that was turn 55. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. We got research and enchantment done. I'm going to go into Evocation next. I think Evocation 7 would be really good for us. We've got Nature Mages that can do Storm of Thorns, and we've got some Astral Death Mages that can do Nether Darts. And I'm hoping these 2 spells are good at just like knocking Mistform off all of those troops if we fight them again. It seems like they'd be really good options for us. Yeah. It's going to take us a little while to get there though, 3 turns maybe. We'll see. There's a Die Portent this turn. That would be unfortunate because it would block up the sites and we'd risk knocking off our own if we wanted to cast Gift of Health. However, fortunately enough, this is actually Vengeful Water. The Gerudo has just stolen Stelenia's Vengeful Water basically. So there's still an open slot. A couple of battles, nothing too interesting though. Gerudo basically took back a province off us and then we just easily took back all of our own territory. Didn't even really defend it, so that's fine. I'll just show the map. Got all these provinces back. And the Myriad actually attacked Elderhill and took that back for us as well, so that's really nice. And we lost a Wildman Reveler and a couple of units from Wrath of God. Gift of Health might help us mitigate this as well, of course. Lots of nation events, and then in Javelkish we got 4 Air Gems, and in Robber Home we got 940 gold, a bunch of gems, and some enchanted salt. Which might be useful, I don't know. Finished the fort in Florian, and killed 3 people of the disease. Still the 2 adepts are diseased, unfortunately. But a bunch of other people got cured, so that's good. And this turn is relatively simple. I've alchemized pretty much all of my gems into nature gems. Well, all of my astral and all of my death gems into nature gems. And I'm casting Gift of Health. I'm casting it with 100 gems total, so that's a 50 gem overcast. So hopefully that's pretty secure and doesn't get knocked out. There is still 1 gap. Hopefully no one else casts a global this turn. I don't want to... Because the risk, I don't want to accidentally knock out my own globals is the thing. But there we go. I'm really interested to see if we just get a ton of like level 2 worms instantly with Gift of Health up. And this turn, that's pretty much all I'm doing is just moving every single worm unit that I can to my cap. I'm still just agitating the mire here and feeding worms as much as I can. I'm going to lead the big size size 4 ones out of the province because they're just going to take up the corpses. Who's that? Corius is doing that? Yeah, you can move into... They are all diseased, so why not move them into the province with the disease curing items? I'll just check. There might be a few more actually. Oh, there's one. Okay, it looks like there's only one more. We have so many worms. Yep. So if we get Gift of Health cast this turn, hopefully disease stops being a problem for us anyway. We'll put all the meatballs into keepers, so they stop eating corpses, and we're still agitating the Mara and the Uuodeouda. And let's see if they all just turn into level 2 worms next turn. Other than that, just doing research. I'm not doing anything else too interesting. I've started casting some remote site searching spells to find elemental sites, but that's about it. I'll try and hit Evocation 7, and then I'm going to just try and get up as many Strange Bedfellow sites as I can, all in my territory. Moving mages to Northangs to put domes over it. And yet, plan's still the same. I'll try and take this throne. And maybe like a throne that's around here. And then I'll move a big stack around this area to take this throne as well. And I just want to lock down as many thrones as I can right before the Cataclysm hits and just try and defend them. I'm not too bothered about taking territory. And that is it for this turn. So let's hope we get Gift of Health next turn. That was turn 56. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. We've received a bunch of gems from DM Dracket, as well as a endless bag of wine. I'm not sure what this is about. I haven't actually spoken to DM Dracket. Maybe they're out? I can't really do much with the fire gems, unfortunately. I do have one dancer who's flying around to put up domes of flaming death, but that's about it. Search for sites remotely. We found actually quite a few of those. We got a sink marsh for a water gem. Auspex also found 2 sparkling fields. Or 1 air gem each. I think that was about it though. Good news was we cast Gift of Health and the global enchantment was cast successfully. I'll take a look at the effects of that in a moment. Did some agitating. There was another dire portent as well. I was a bit worried when I saw this in the list. I thought maybe I got bounced. But no, this is Cassia replacing their own global with a different global. One that sounds a bit more unpleasant. There was a battle in Wick Forest which was just some kind of... Do you remember that province ages ago where we had like Springhawks? That province. And the Springhawks managed to successfully defend it, so good stuff. Lost a few units to lightning again, unfortunately. And nothing but nation events this turn, I think. Oh, death gems in Kareem. But other than that, it's all just arriving from other worlds. Worldwide event, construction rituals are cheaper. Bogatin is still being attacked by the Fickle Myriad. Finish the fort in Pepper Plain. And that's that. So, we managed to get Gift of Health up. Cassia now has Fatuous Lordship. So this is a bit different. In all provinces not controlled by the global holder, skills trends towards Turmoil, which we don't care about, and Misfortune 3, which we do care about. That's not very nice. And in land provinces in the global holder's dominion, controlled by other nations with Turmoil 3, there's a 20% chance every month of an independent attack of moderate strength. Land provinces in the global holder's domain, controlled by other nations. Does that mean under Cassia's dominion, but owned by other people? Okay, we'll keep an eye on that anyway if we start getting attacked by, I don't know, rebels or something. Okay, first of all, let's check the effects of Gifts of Health. I put all of the worms into the garrison. You can kind of, I mean, there are almost 900 units here, but you can kind of see there are almost no level 1 worms anymore. They've all been bumped up. And we got quite a few of the level 3 ones now as well. And even better than that, we have almost a full squad of the level 4 ones. Not only are they level 4, but they go all the way up to 96 max hit points. So this meatball has 92 hit points currently. 10% regen means this guy is going to be regenerating eventually 10 hit points a turn. Pretty great. We have a lot of these guys, and not just in this province, and a couple of other provinces as well. So for the first time in the game, we can actually start fielding armies of mostly large worm colonies, which is great. We can also see over here that Gerudo is actually sieging this throne fortress. So, let's go and take that. That's the plan now. Gift of Health is great for another reason, which is that it cured a couple of our important mages, including the case for slavery via nyt.com. He's back in action with Astral 4. So I've given him the spell focus, and he's back on mind hunting duty. I'm going to be mind hunting this province. I also have a water mage casting the scrying spell. Can't remember what it's called. Let's see. Scrying pool. So we're going to scry this province and see what's happening here. We actually got an Astral 4 mage this turn as well. Yeah. Origol, the Spirit of Points here, is naturally Astral 4. Just like the Dancer. So he's going to be casting Mind Hunt on that province as well. And if they get feeble-minded, hey, no problem. We can cure it now, which is great. Other than that, I'm going to be building forces up now in these two provinces. Rolling out a lot of good troops now. We've got the Splendor, we've got lots of Teeth in the Hills. Got a bunch of largest possible worm colonies, as you can see, and the cadaverous ones as well. So we'll be building that up here. I'm also sending out a lot of the subsumants as well to form communions. This guy is like geared out his ass at the moment. He's got that elemental mastery staff from the beginning of the game. He's got the winged helmet we just found. So he's already up to Earth 3, Earth 4 with the Earth boots. I'm a resilience. He'll be in the communion with all of the slaves that they start with. And I'm going to try and put all of the subsumants together. The goal is to eventually be able to cast all of the buffs myself, so that I can do Fog Warriors and stuff. As well as the Earth ones as well. Until then, the other things I'm trying to put in the army are Nature Mages for Storm of Thorns and Astral Death Mages for Nether Bolts. Or Nether Darts, whatever it's called. Haloma, also building up some troops here. These worms are going to be heading to my cap to grow. Sending some units into Niffle. Same sort of stuff. It's mostly just cadaverous red worm colonies and the meatballs. And a few units in Ionia are just going to attack this fort. I'll see what's going on here. Maybe we can take this back quickly. So there's quite a lot of stuff here. Again, we're only using max size colonies now when we can. So the plan will be to just try and just quickly grab this throne and defend it the same way we're defending the other thrones. In Norfangs, I'm sending the Fire Mage over. What's a shop? I'm going to put a Dome of Flaming Death over Norfangs. I think it currently has... It's hard to tell. I don't think it has anything actually. My cap has Dome of Flaming Death. It's getting a Forest Dome this turn. Lorien has the Forest Dome. Pepperplane has Forest Dome as well. Once we've got a few more Water Gems, we can put a Frost Dome over it as well. Try and keep all of these provinces safe. When I've got some Nature Gems out, I'll start putting eggs in them as well, so we can finally see that spell. Because that spell relies on a lot of events and shape changing, so I'd like to see if it's broken or not. And that's mostly it for this turn. I'm still just got the same research targets. I'm not sure exactly what we should be doing, but I think getting Evo 7 now, maybe just going straight into ult might be good. I'm not sure exactly. But still just focusing on defending my thrones and now trying to take that throne before Cataclysm hits. Yeah. Still expected in 2 years, so it's not too close. But we should keep an eye on it. Only other thing to mention is that we had quite a lot of gold saved up in the treasury, so I'm putting a temple down in Mun, which is quite defensible. Temple going down in Kareen. I think there's a temple going down somewhere over here. Yeah, in Summerlands. Also kind of defensible. And there's a temple going down in Keepers as well. Try and really bulk up our dominion. Very healthy in our territory, but really escaping out very much. I want to make sure that we've got as many candles as possible everywhere, for especially for Gift of Health now. Anyway, that was 1057. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.